was like, what were you doing with my drapes? The drapes that were hanging in the apartment. I never got the answer to that. Hi, this is Kari from Sky Properties. Let's talk about how long your lease should be. Most of us do a year lease. In June, I'm a fan of doing a 12-month lease. However, in December, October, November, December, those are months where I am not a big fan of doing a 12-month lease just because of the timing of it. It's really hard to rent in October, November, December. So you might think about changing up your lease a little bit if you also don't like having to rent in those months where it's difficult. Sometimes for some buildings, I think a shorter lease can be good. Sometimes I've heard owners that want to do a 13-month lease or a 14-month lease, and that is okay. The only thing I would caution you about is that in the first year, if you have a problematic tenant in the right zip code, you can give them a 30-day notice to leave. If you do a longer lease, then you cannot use that notice for a problematic tenant. So everyone should be aware of that. And I get why you do that, because you're giving away free rent, so you want them to stay longer, which guarantees income. But again, you want to look at when that is going to expire. You want to make sure that if you're going to be stuck with someone, really make sure that you're renting to a good person. For a 6-month lease, you could probably still give a 30 days notice. Once you hit a year, it's a 60-day and non-rent control. But in a rent controlled building, you know, it just goes automatically month to month anyways, so it doesn't really matter. But if you don't have rent control, you know, and for brand new buildings, most of them are exempt from rent control, at least for a few years, for now anyhow. LA law is constantly changing, so that could also change. But 3 months, 6 months, the reason why we don't do that is, you know, we don't want to spend a lot of money turning over a unit and then having to do it again in 3 or 6 months. So that would be reason not to do that.